everyone, welcome back. I know, black screen, but remember with Doki Doki, I like to start things up so you can actually see what's happening. We figured out how to reset the game. Uh, yes, delete my existing data. Deleting save data. We are going to, once again, oh, it's sepia, okay.
Yeah, but then it goes back to normal.
Yeah, because it's the cold open. I think it did that
right.
the first time we opened the engine.
Right.
It's just been so long. So many years.
We've played 8 hours.
We have to
of
go
this
through all
game.
these content warnings again, guys.
8
I wonder
hours.
why it has so many content warnings.
8 hours since we opened it and went, golly, that's sure odd that it has content warnings.
How naive and innocent we were back then. Remember that time we were stuck in a room with a decaying corpse for 3 days? That was fun. I'm still fucked up over that one.
I'm still fucked up for like when I just looked up and like one of the posters was just my ex-girlfriend who hung herself.
Yeah,
You know.
That never happened to me though, Nana. That was just for you.
That I know. All right, so
I had to give you a surprise, Anana.
So now we have mildly spoiled ourselves, and by mildly spoiled ourselves, we looked up a couple different endings, and how to get them, like the general idea of how to get them. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna surprise y'all with a couple different endings, and then we're gonna chase the good ending and see if we can figure that out. So we still don't really know what's going to happen. We just know if we do X, Y, Z, weird shit's gonna happen. So let's go play with weird shit. All right. So let's see. New game. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Inanna. Let us continue.
Actually, Bryn, it did explain. Basically,
Yeah, I thought it was that Monica was like, yeah, I broke the game so hard, you can't even move.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the thing is,
you're
you're a sentient human being, but the character you're playing isn't.
Bryn, let's save. Time save.
Yeah.
Save game. Alright, remember that thing I told you guys to do?
Yeah. Do we have to quit the game to do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, stay with the stream.
It'll take like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's only gonna take 3 seconds. So, like, just stay with us for a second stream. Wait. Let me make sure that I actually
you saved.
Yeah, make sure. I'm
did
making
save
sure that I
before.
saved real quick. We're gonna surprise y'all with some. I mean, I have an entire stream day devoted to weird shit. Alright, load game. Yes, I saved. Hit quit. Alright, stay with the stream.
Oh, that's
Stay with the stream. I know the black screen is so interesting, but if I let you see what I'm doing, you would not be
Go
happy.
mad from the revelation.
Yeah. It would spoil too much if you could see what I'm doing right now.
Hey, I don't like this.
Too late. It's happening. Alright. Oh! Oh boy! What have you done to me, Mala?
I don't know. I'm suspecting this guide was maybe not entirely truthful.
Well, that certainly is an end. We're gonna... Hang on, everyone.
Yes.
Hang on, everyone.
I suspect the guide I found was not entirely truthful about some things. Mostly because I found a walkthrough where it's like, yeah, here's the romance for every girl, and it ends with, like, things like marriage and, you know...
You did this to me on purpose.
I actually didn't know until I found it, and I'm like, maybe this guide is not entirely truthful.
Alright. So do we want to chase the good ending now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, delete my existing data.
Can I just say, the internet is very big on the,
I just
Also,
wanna...
oh my god, Nikki, I bet they're deleting you, bitch. I hate you, Nikki, and your awareness of us.
We deleted everyone but Monica. Monica was still alive. Thank you for that.
And
okay,
apparently that's what...
apparently you have to go a little bit into the game, before you can do it.
Alright.
The internet is like so dedicated to not spoiling this game, it's actually hard to find the information needed. And like, I'm proud of you, internet. Thank you for not spoiling this thing.
I've actually been really, really proud of the internet on this one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, I would like to know how to do thing now.
I'm gonna try something, and I'm not sure if it'll work, but you guys can play for a little bit, because I don't show up for a little while.
Yeah, Natsuki and Monica don't show up for a little bit, so settings. Sorry, let me turn down the music volume just a little bit, it's very loud. Alright.
Yeah, and every time we restart it, it forgets my settings on the music. I'm like, really?
Alright. Let's get started. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Hold on, I have to figure out how to fix whatever we did.
Oh, it's the same thing. Just go find the first run and delete it.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just like save constantly.
Yeah, that's my
and
plan.
Try to figure this out.
That's my plan.
Yep.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll hit new game. Yeah, Rune. There's a lot of dead people in this game of 4 people. There are very graphically dead people. Like there have been like just moments where we're like, oh well, I don't like this.
See, that time we were trapped in a classroom with a decomposing corpse for 3 days.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I think we're
fucked
gonna.
up over that one.
Grant's checking out something that they found.
Okay, if you skip for okay, no, that didn't work. Never mind.
Okay.
I was seeing what happened if you got a fair ways into the game before deleting everyone.
Let's try to go for the good end. I have entitled my stream now, Can My Children Please Just Be Happy?
Yes.
Let's try to make some happy, not dead lesbians.
That's the goal
Alright,
here.
alright, we can new game now.
Okay, new game. Inanna. Alright.
Hey!
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Yeah, I'm saving. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However,
Oh, but look, you've already lost your awareness.
I know.
Of how to not be a dick.
Hey. I'm a dick in real life, I'll be dick in my video game if I want to.
Immersion.
Also, Dylan wants it known that his favorite girl is Yuri. Yuri is his waifu.
Did you tell him?
No, he like walked in and he just like he saw her because he's like watching like the old playthroughs and stuff too, and he's like, I like her. Yeah, he hadn't gotten to the part of 3 days with the corpse.
Yeah.
All right. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Inanna.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I'm so glad you're back to do the Sayori voice.
Yeah.
I know. I
I
never
would
could
say-
really find the Natsuki voice I wanted.
Neither could I, and I played her for most of the game.
Grotty, your Natsuki voice was great. It sound. I don't know why you do so great at the dead inside voices, but you do.
Well, that would be because I'm not acting.
We should make Mob do the Natsuki voice.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Actually, on this route, we could have Map do the last keyboard.
We could. I think Map fled.
Yeah. Bah.
Let's see here. It's still your line.
Okay. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Inanna, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Valid concern, Sayori.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Too
You
late.
trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Okay, on a side note, I just read that apparently if you go to the main menu, there's a gallery you can check to see if you've gotten the things we need.
Oh.
That's good.
Well, I'm gonna save real quick again.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go look at that. Where they're supposed to be.
I don't see it.
Yeah, that was the thing I was reading, and apparently it is not actually I don't know. I'm confused. Maybe it shows up after the first, CG?
Maybe.
I don't know. Back to my line. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
Oh, sorry. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, then you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Nini.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out, both at the same time. That's what happens. They get rid of their spine and they put more brain in there. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I'm fine with selling my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly...
Much better than selling my soul for Monica's smile.
Yes. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh wait, we're not a boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Gosh,
You
shit
brought,
together.
I don't know what other than that would make a lesbian object so hard. Ah.
Loser.
And Nana, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Okay, I just want to say that, like, this is actually mildly terrifying because since we deleted the first run, Monica knows, but she doesn't know that we know that she knows.
It's amazing.
Like, I'm having nightmares her staring at me right now.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki?
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Yeah.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy.
Oh god. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Let's see here. And, oh, that's your line?
Wait. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Anana.
Oh god.
Again?
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, of course we do. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Anana. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Some reason I almost read Monica as Anana. That would be really awkward. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made the cupcakes. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
And how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for, you. Dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Wait, no, what? Oh my gosh. Pedro says that because we ate cupcakes made of humans, we are now Wendigis.
Incredible.
Incredible. We are all the Wendigis. It's a long story
Maybe
from
the
movie
real
night.
Wendigis were the friends you consumed along the way.
Oh boy. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori, even though she already knows.
She knows everything.
Well,
With those knowing eyes of hers staring straight at us.
God. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Well,
Monica.
She definitely hit the nail on the head for exciting.
I know. That it is! Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels nothing like arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Sorry. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work very hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. I'm gonna save.
Yeah, I just did because I was like, they all look so happy right now.
I know, it's a great picture. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Inanna, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri
traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Foreshadowing.
Thank you for knocking on that fourth wall.
The world of raccoon.
Raccoons!
Still your line.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Yeah, changing the way you look at the world.
You hear that? You hear that? That's the fourth wall knocking.
Ugh, I hate horror. That's why Natsuki's best wife.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't Say It Out Loud.
And get that back. Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Thanks for the follow, Dingus Khan.
I'm not cute.
Wrong voice. I'm not... Fuck it.
Sorry. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess I do. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Inanna?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and... I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry. I thought...
Anna.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'm just a simple lesbian. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Well...
So that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
I am here on a mission. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Inanna, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
And Donna, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. All right, so time out. Who are we gonna work on romancing first? I would say Natsuki or Yuri, cause
just because we did Sayori recently.
Okay, hang on.
Let's do Natsuki because we've seen the least of Natsuki.
Okay, yeah, let's do Natsuki then. I'm gonna put Natsuki saves on my second page. So remember, she likes super cute stuff. Sugar.
Yeah, and I said go ahead and save now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we may be coming back to this one.
Well, yeah, we'd have to come back and do Natsuki. We have to come back. Like, this is the first real decision, so this is where we're going to come back for each girl. In fact, I'm gonna save and put that there because that's gonna be the first real decision we make is which girl we're gonna go after. So that's gonna be returning. All right, let's see here. Sparkle.
At least it gives us plenty of places, plenty of save files.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Bunny. There we go. Surprisingly, Sparkle is not Natsuki.
Huh.
Ribbon is, though.
Hey, we finally can pick Ribbon.
Finally. Bubbles. Parfait.
I figured out the ribbon thing. So I'm guessing that, like, you know, Natsuki has those extra ribbons in her hair.
Yeah.
Whereas Sayori's thing is counted as a bow.
That's true.
Okay.
Which is dumb. Tomato.
Oh, alone is for, Sayori.
Yeah, remember? Because she likes all the emotional stuff.
Ah, that's right. Cheer. Crap. Sweet. Shit! Quit it! I'm not romancing you, Sayori.
Please,
Not with
Sayori.
that attitude.
Flower. Damn it! Candy? Okay, there we go. Kitty.
This is
Alright.
the reverse of the issue we had last time.
I know!
There we go. I did it.
I'm gonna throw in a couple of lines for the other girls so we just don't have that, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we know, Pedro. We got a plan. Alright.
It may not be a good plan, but you know, it's happening.
Thank you, YOLO Swag, for the follow. That's a heck of a name you got going there.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that I got Natsuki there, but I definitely got at least some of the other girls.
Lust
Yeah.
was there, and I was like this close to just picking it, just because it was there.
Why not?
Well, you remember me with Massacre last time, right?
Alright. We're there. Okay.
Hi again, Anana. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
At some point when we start redoing this, I think we're just gonna start skipping dialogue rather than reading the same lines
Mm-hmm.
3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my delivery down.
Yeah.
Fucking you
We're gonna
already
get
have
good
it.
at this.
I'm gonna just listen to her song from the ending over and over so that I can perfectly mimic the cadence.
Alright, it's Yuri's line.
Alright, yeah. Thanks for keeping your promise, Anana. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Wrong girl voice. Wrong voice girl. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's pretty rich, Natsuki, since the last playthrough you were like, why can't we all just hang out here and be friends?
Yeah.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Inama always gives her best as long as she's having fun. She helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Inama can be good friends too.
Now I feel bad.
Mhm.
I know.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. I'm gonna save for our Sayori, our Natsuki route. And I have that one over there. Yeah, okay, return. Sorry.
Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know?
Well, wait, Sayori.
Eh? Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I will make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand.
This is Natsuki's DG we're getting.
Yes.
Okay. Yay! The thing we saw and then got interrupted and it went super weird and...
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, hopefully this time Monica butts the fuck out.
Take a chill pill, Monica!
You, looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. Hey, she didn't say fuck. Let Natsuki say fuck.
What? Natsuki say? Fuck. What? Natsuki say?
Natsuki say, fuck.
He never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
Yeah, you read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kinda written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is! Oh wait, sorry.
Natsuki... That was you.
Yeah, that was...
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
Way to be a judgmental ass, Inanna.
Gosh,
Yeah,
excuse
Anana,
me.
if you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points.
Is she gonna throw me through the door?
I feel like she would, honestly.
Yeah. Like, she's tiny, but...
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
Yes, Haven, we're technically in the beginning, but we played through the whole game and hecked up getting the good ending, so...
We're trying for a different ending. It's gonna be great, and by great we mean terrible. It's your line, Natsuki.
Oh. Which of my lines is it?
It was the tone.
Okay. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Inanna. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover.
I feel like that's just a commentary about the game itself.
Yeah?
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
She's actually reading an AU of Doki Doki Literature Club that's about girls starting a cafe.
Definitely. Bye, General Haven. Yeah, sorry, we do have recordings of, like, our first playthroughs, but, yeah, this is approaching the end.
Don't just stand there.
Oh! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She
Thank God.
She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like this.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Oh my god, this is so meta. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed about a guy at the ice cream shop. But that's just to help you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when you get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? Knocking on that fourth wall.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
It's
Yeah.
where she learned to bake.
why does that matter?
It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence.
That's not
I
a
just-
coincidence.
I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga.
I mean, I totally have, so, like, whatever.
Yeah, like, no
feel-
judgment here.
I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Ah, there she is. There's
There
our
she
CG. Save. Gonna save. Okay. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't?
That's
She
not.
doesn't have any friends.
Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
The part about you being a loser.
I mean, fair, I am. I'm a huge loser.
Burn. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this.
Well, according to Monica
At least
last
it's-
run, beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori's my favorite character. You always
hear
feel
you,
a little
Mala.
bad for her. and she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when,
I too love my bisexual science mage.
I shouldn't be talking about this yet.
Good night, Nikki.
Yeah,
Good
well,
night,
stop
Nikki.
talking about things that happen in book 3, gosh.
Just finish this chapter. She looks like a little lion.
She
It's
does.
adorable.
Aww.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone.
Eh?
Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Do I smell? Jesus. Alright.
Yes, you probably do.
I ain't fair. Doki Nikki, yes. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back. Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said,
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
Fair.
Really, God, you should have used the Batman voice there.
And if it gets bent, I'll... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Ron barely had to do it compared to
I
you
know,
and me.
Ron never had to do it because Monica never did the Batman, the bullet text thing, so...
Bye.
It was
Hey,
just
Ron,
me
guess
and
what
you,
your new
Mama.
Natsuki voice is?
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this.
It
But-
takes like 20 minutes max to finish an entire volume.
I know.
We're
But-
a slow reader, you remember? Because we don't read much.
It's true.
Fair. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it?
Hey, you know else who never had to do the Batman voice?
Me?
Inanna.
Me?
It's
No.
true.
I already have to narrate the damn thing, so... Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder what Monica would have done if we had forgotten to write the poem?
Yes. Delete us, probably.
Monica's going to come into my room and kill me.
You forgot to do your homework, Monica just shows up and
She's gonna show up with Yuri's cutting knife.
Yuri's raccoon knife. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, do we want to, do Monica just really quick? Because we know what she's going to say, so we can just, click
Can
through.
I just say, I straight up forgot there used to be 4 options.
Right?
I was like, oh, that's so many.
Let's just,
Okay.
click through Monica's real quick, because we've seen this before.
Oh, question.
Yeah.
Do we want to just, since we've gotten the CG for this part, do we want to go ahead and go back and do the poem for the others?
We could, but I don't want a chance, if
I mean that was the thing we needed from what I've read. That was the thing.
Yeah, I just don't want a chance, because we don't know if when Nanners got that scene where Yuri wouldn't show her the poem, I don't want a chance something like that happening with Natsuki and locking. Well, I guess it didn't lock us out of the round. Never mind.
No, it didn't lock us out of anything. I just didn't get a conversation.
Yeah, we might as well.
Let's go ahead. Well, first, actually, let's show Natsuki our poem, just because that's going to be kind of new lines, and then we can go back and do the other
should
group.
be slightly new too, as well, because remember, Monica always comments that it was. She's like, oh yeah, you and Sayori.
Sayori might have a different one also because she won't like ours as much this time.
Yeah, that's true. Let's get through.
We'll go through them all for this, and then like
go through the reactions, and then go back maybe.
Yeah, and we should be able to skip repeated lines in the next section, so we can actually just hit skip and keep going.
Yeah.
Until we get to new stuff. Alright, let's start with Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
I accidentally clicked on Natsuki, so I need to skip real quick. Okay, Monica.
Are you gonna read?
Hi, Nana.
Okay.
Have a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
You have another line.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Also, I'm terrified of Monica, so...
Yeah!
Good. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Anana. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
No, you stay on that side of the barrier.
This barrier, impenetrable.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Anana.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
That's
What?
new.
Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Okay, is this dialogue new?
Yes.
Anyway, don't you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident.
Oh, that line's so awful, given the context now.
Oh God. She has no choice.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Do we want to read the poem or do we want to
No.
just scroll through it? Okay.
Yeah, let's scroll through it. I mean, we've already read these poems.
This is really meta.
Yeah.
And he on the other side was looking in.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
That Monica really needed to hear that own writing tip of hers and also maybe question it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because boy, she went back and edited it and she fucked up. She fucked up.
All right, let's get through these girls. Return. All right, Natsuki next, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's start with the things that I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, haha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you?
Hey,
I
Guilt.
already told you that. Knife, knife, knife. I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
And yeah, Pedro, you're right. Monica did just tell us not to focus on the same girl. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Okay.
There we go.
There's that poem again. Yay!
So, I think aside from saying that's what I had in mind when writing this, I think that was pretty much the same as we got with Natsuki the first time around.
Yeah.
It's the
So,
same
like,
as we got
maybe
with
the dialogue-
Natsuki when she liked our poem. So
Yeah.
after the reboot, It was the same, but before the reboot.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, she was like, well, I mean, yours is kind of, I guess it's fine, but I'm
Right.
missing this shit.
Yeah, because remember how Grand Soul died?
I remember
Shoot.
that.
Yeah, now I remember. Okay.
Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing, okay, this is that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write a poem about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It really helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud and also making Gran die on the inside, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's do Sayori or Yuri?
Let's do Sayori first.
Yeah, I kind of already hit Sayuri, so guess what we're doing?
Sayori, alright.
This is a good poem, Anana. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of girl who would be writing poems in her spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Nana. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I mean, I'm not selfish, I'm just like a socially awkward dickbag.
Yeah.
Who wants to get in cute girls' pants, you know, like you do.
We're about high school lesbians. High school lesbians.
Yo, I don't really care how old everyone is, questioning face.
Yeah.
I just want to know what year we're in. 'Cause
It
I know that we're at least a sophomore.
Yeah, we're at least third year, so we're probably a sophomore or a senior because
We're probably a sophomore because remember it mentions that you haven't been in the hallway with the literature club much because it's
And I
used
know-
for third year.
I know
yeah.
sophomore year is the really popular year to set like animes and shit in because it's like not their first year, so they know each other, but it's like you have as long as possible before they graduate.
you know this because you're a giant nerd.
Listen, it's not like I was a weeb or anything.
See you later, Piplup.
Later.
I would like to note, I think all three of the Persona games I've played have had your protagonist in second year, so...
Nerds. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Can I just say, I don't think hers changed at all between
Yeah, I don't
her.
think so.
Because we wrote it for her last time, and this time we didn't. So she just loves us for who we are, I guess.
God,
That's why Sayuri is best girl.
Natsuki is best girl. Hey, Siebert.
Bitch. Fight me in the parking lot, Anana.
Every
I'll
single
delete
person
you.
that plays one of the girls, like, is best girl.
Alright.
All of the girls are best girl, even Monica.
Even Monica.
Well,
Just Monica. Only Monica.
And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Alright, well, you've seen that one before. If you want to see it again, just pause it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. You know, when you're
Listen,
depressed,
balanced
yeah.
meals are a very, very good
Yeah.
base treatment for a lot of mood disorders, so you can shut the fuck up, player character.
I know. Plenty.
God, stop being anti-recovery player character.
A regular sleep schedule and solid meals, like a solid meal plan, is like the basis of the getting your shit together. You know.
Breakfast? What is this neurotypical shit?
I know, right? Eggs and toast? Nah, sounds fake. God, Barbara,
God, we
what's
can't
next?
all be
Yoga?
neurotypical, Karen.
Next we'll have us
In
doing
this
yoga.
game, no, we can't. None of us can.
Nobody in this read-through can.
Oh, it was funny until it wasn't.
Anyways.
Anyone that hasn't watched our previous streams, I highly recommend you go back to have us experience all of this organically, so you can see such lines as the highlight I just remembered making of one of us seeing the word suicide and going, oh, let's not pick that one because suicide won't be good for Sayori.
Oh, those were days. Well, also we're watching the point where like we hit all the emotional scenes of Sayuri, and it's like, fuck, I picked this silly anime girl, and now I have to do emotion. The fuck is this shit?
It was great. It was the best. Okay, your line, Sayori.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best. No, she's not.
Yes, she is. Yeah. But next...
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
You know, if we play through the whole way, next time you won't forget.
God. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Except now I don't. Thanks, Gran. Alright, only Yuri's left. You ready? You ready, Lalamoo?
Do we want to go through Yuri's? Because I think we've probably seen both of the options.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
We can watch it anyway.
We can't skip
yeah,
it.
just to kind of skim through it. 'Cause
Yeah.
we'll have to eventually.
Yeah. Alright.
Maybe just wait to let us get through it. We could also just click through it really fast.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, we we've played this, we've already done like a complete playthrough, and now we're going to
Go watch the
we've already
recordings.
done this.
If you want to see this, go watch the recordings.
I have read these lines. I have read these lines so many times.
I
can only
flicker
do so
back,
many
bitch.
restarts and reading the same lines over and over before we're dead inside. I mean, we're not already dead inside, but, you know, undead inside, I guess.
People try, and that's how it is.
Okay. And then after this we should be able to skip a lot of these. Alright, Ghost Under the Light. I love you, Yuri, I swear. I'm a little jealous because my husband likes you better than he likes me. Alright, do we want to go back once we finish this day and do Yuri's poem and then call it a night? Do a poem for Yuri and call it a night? Because we could do Sayori, like, between playthroughs, because we've done Sayori's poem. Yeah. Whew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. There was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh, it's gonna be the bouncy fun music. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Do you want to skip through this? We've read this part too before.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna save though, because I think last time we called on Sayori, and this time we have to side with Natsuki.
Yeah.
Okay, then when we side with Natsuki, it'll be new.
Hey, remember how this ended in Act 2?
Yeah!
Jesus.
Time.
Oh god, they got so dark. What the fuck?
I miss this music.
Oh, I miss Natsuki's line. Your boobs grew.
Do we want to side with Natsuki before we reload?
Yeah.
Or after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing Natsuki, not help me, Sayori?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Natsuki.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you save before you choose, though.
Good point.
Okay, save. Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented.
Well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know.
That's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing me.
She finally
Oh,
mutters
God.
that. Barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so.
Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Inanna. Sheesh.
Okay, Natsuki, let's be real. You weren't gonna do it on your own.
No kidding. Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about,
Natsuki glances around the room.
would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
That's the only thing she's apologizing for.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. As Sayori gets really close to her.
No
Right?
kidding.
Like, is it just me or has it gotten gayer?
A little bit. Sayori.
I'll go make some tea.
Eh? I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Anana. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around that we got a little too used to.
Ah, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for.
Hey, OTL.
I disagree, Monica.
Eh? About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot
Oh,
of
that's
fun.
me.
Well,
We know
I'd
that.
say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly. And Anna, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something about your friends, from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Nana, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
You know, Nana, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. You know, if she could feel happiness because of that depression. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun. Or at least she's gonna pretend it will be.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
Holly.
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Alright, I actually did not realize what time it is. So, I need to go to bed.
Because you
Yeah,
have it.
you've got school in the morning.
No, school's on Tuesday, but I have to have my sleep schedule unfucked by Monday night, so...
Alright.
Thank you.
So we'll call.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Again, like moving forward, we're in our second playthrough of Doki Doki. We will be going for as good of an ending as we can get. I'm going to go ahead and save our our Natsuki route. Next time we'll take up the Yuri route. If people want to go ahead and knock out the Sayori route, that's fine. But we'll take up the Yuri route. We'll just like make our way through the days. Tomorrow night though will be No Monday Sky, aka when I stream No Man's Sky, to just kind of chill after some stressful school stuff. And then on Tuesday we will once again have the After School Horror Show. So I will see you all then. Bye!